The last time we took a similar Southern California road trip was back in 2018.
Oh, over here, over here!
I swear, Ate has a collection
Ate,
of
here.
every palm trees in Los Angeles.
I was a little obsessed with palm trees, for one. And two, we used the LA City Pass to visit all the bigger touristy spots. Knott's Berry Farm, the Warner Brothers Studio Tour, Hollywood Tour, Madame Tussauds, and of course, the two most famous theme parks in the state, Disneyland and Universal Studios Hollywood. But this time around, we decided to keep things a little more chill, more about spending time with family. So I'm sharing some new and old spots we visited on our way back to LA before ultimately ending our trip again in Universal Studios and why we chose it over Disneyland this time around. First up, jet skiing at the lake to celebrate my uncle's birthday. There you go.
Di ba siya nagwi-wish?
Tapos hindi na mag-wish ka na.
Go, go! Quick, quick! He just sang for himself.
It was my first time trying it, but after a few laps around, I was having a blast at high speed. Plus, look at this gorgeous sunset. And when in SoCal, you can't skip Palm Springs. Only about an hour from where we were staying, we made a quick stop to see the Marilyn Monroe statue and immediately left because it was way too hot for this Canadian. So instead, dinosaurs. A quick photo stop before some retail therapy at the Cabazon outlet stores. Nope. And my forever weakness, the Skechers outlet store. Even at US dollar prices, these guys are a steal.
Ako na mag-vlog, guys. Anyway, this trip is very relaxing naman. So, nabudol na naman ako. Bakit? Tingnan natin kung magkakasya sa luggage.
Now it's actually time to head back to LA. My first stop here, one of the most iconic beaches of California, Santa Monica.
Siikot siya sa taas, tapos sa baba ulit. Ah, okay.
Yes, it's pricey and crowded, but I did love that almost carnival vibe experience, especially after a few quiet days with family. And to wrap up the day, we decided to try something new for dinner. One thing I've noticed, LA has so many local food chains you just don't see in Vancouver. And since there was an El Pollo Loco right next to our hotel, I figured, why not? Yes, but it's not like amazing level.
So, mas masarap pa rin yan doon.
100%. This is more like Costco chicken.
Oh.
Or like Superstar Portuguese style chicken. Like this. But you know, all this is only $18. This is also $18. But isn't this so much more?
Sa Canada, yung ganyan 4 na piraso. 30 na yan, 20.
Diba? That's what I like about this one. For that price, it's so worth it. The taste. Taste it. Honestly, what surprised me the most was how affordable it was. For comparison, a McDonald's meal for 3 cost us around 57 Canadian dollars, while this full family meal for 4 at El Pollo Loco was only about $25 Canadian, and it tasted way better. If you're visiting LA on a budget but still want something filling and flavorful, this place is definitely worth checking out. And finally, Universal Studios Hollywood. If it's your first time visiting, here are a few tips I've learned as a non-local. Tip number 1, download the Universal Studios app. It's super helpful for checking wait times, show schedules, and even ordering food ahead of time. Tip number 2, we parked at the Jurassic parking lot, and based on the map and what other people have been saying, it's definitely the closest one to the entrance. From there, you'll walk through City Walk, which is basically Universal's version of a nightlife hub. It's got shops, restaurants, lights, all open until 11 p.m. Number 3, the park is divided into 2 levels, the upper lot and the lower lot. Once you get in, head straight down to the lower lot first. That's where the biggest rides are. Jurassic World, Super Nintendo World, and Transformers, and they get busy fast. Number 4, don't skip the Waterworld show. It's honestly one of the best live action performances in the park.
Hey Alan, where do you think you're going?
Check the app for showtimes and arrive at least 15 minutes early if you want good seats. And you get wet, so make sure you're prepared for that.
And civilization may start anew on dry land, while the mariner roams the 4 points of the compass on the endless seas of the world.
Tip number 5, the studio tour can have long lines throughout the day, but since it fits a lot of people, just keep an eye out for shorter queues in between peak times.
You sit back and relax, drink plenty of water here today. In fact, if you brought any snacks or drinks, you can enjoy them while on the tram. Of course, just be respectful of your neighbors, of course. 400 acres of movie studio. Every scene on your screen was filmed in that soundstage. Yeah, built back in 1928. It's the oldest and largest stage we have on the lot. These sound stages on the outside, they look like giant warehouses, but on the inside... We got the Flintstone rides and Fast and Furious, of course, the Charger, Dominic Toretto's vehicle. Look at the doors. You'll notice it's missing the handles. Yeah, that specific vehicle was never actually driven by Vin Diesel, but rather his stunt team, as it was one of the Chargers reinforced to handle all the action. You're probably wondering what happened to the owners of those vehicles, though, right? Me too. Billie Eilish has been out here. Pink's Walk Me Home. Lots of music videos, TV too. Just about every TV show I mentioned on the front row. Some of my favorites like Taika Waititi's Interior Chinatown, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and yes, movies. Captain America, the first Avenger. When the Cap first gets his powers, he's running through the streets of New York City. Yeah, happened right here. Shia LaBeouf ran down these streets, Paramount, Transformers, buildings blowing up, The Purge, Anarchy, The Prestige with Christian Bale. Actually, he was here decades earlier for Newsies, but yeah, no, more often than not, it's modern day New York.
It was actually the back lot of Courthouse Square that inspired the entire climax of Back to the Future.
Hollywood, and I'll say it. If you need to make it stop, all you gotta say is, "That's a cut! That's a cut!" Oh no, I forgot to mention. If you're sitting in a blue seat, there's a chance you might get wet. Yeah, all the seats are blue. From a disastrous meet and greet to the disastrous crash site set of War of the Worlds. Directed by Spielberg.
The airplane crash site set is set that is all designed around envisioning Steve. Sit down and talk about.
If you can, visit on a weekday. That's what we did, and both times the crowd levels were totally manageable. The last time my siblings and I were here was back in 2018 when we were still teenagers. Some rides stayed the same, but Nintendo World, the entire reason I came back, and it was so worth it. I'm not a gamer like my siblings, but Mario Brothers was a huge part of my childhood, so I couldn't miss it. We didn't get to ride because the line was crazy long, but honestly, the immersion and the attention to detail was enough for me. It made me feel like I stepped into another world. Plus, as a Potter nerd, going back to Hogwarts was definitely a must. I was saying the last time we went, I felt like I was in Hogwarts because it was cold. You bet I brought my $50 one from last time to make sure I get my money's worth. We realized we've always enjoyed Universal more than Disneyland, maybe because of our age or our not so shared interest. When we first went, again, we were teenagers and didn't really connect with the princesses or the parades as much, but I did massively enjoy Disney World last year with a different group of people, including a 3-year-old. So.
Sino? Pumapasok sa loob. See? Oh, yeah.
Bells will pass through Hogwarts. There comes a time.
Remember, meet Hermione in the room for quiet.
Plus, Disney can be overwhelming. You have to plan everything in advance or risk missing out. But Universal, you can totally wing it and still hit all the highlights. We started with the studio tour, which had some new sections compared to 7 years ago. The Mummy ride, the classic Hogwarts ride, Water World, of course. And ended strong with a fan favorite, Jurassic World.
Shit, baka mabasanin pala ako.
Still one of the best rides ever. Many rides had upgrades too, and it was so fun to experience the mix of nostalgia and new thrills. Honestly, such a blast. On our last day, we're ending this trip the way we started, with a final Filipino meal before heading to LAX. You can't just not visit the beach.
May spicy din. Alright. Let us try this adobo rice. Adobo rice. Try the rice.
Makain ng adobo, diba?
Yeah.
May rice dito.
But I'm busy.
Hindi natin adobo.
Apat pa lang din.
Apat tayo.
Very interesting taste.
Very interesting ba? First time mo ba na-try?
Yeah.
Ba't saan mo ba nalaman yun?
Online. Saan ba ba?
Masarap.
It's like kind of like what you make.
It's good, right? Yeah, you're in America pa kaya masarap.
Harap ba?
Harap nga eh, no? Pero yung amoy niya kasi, I'm trying to remember the smell. But unfortunately, we don't have this in Canada. Merong konting anghang.
Hindi ko alam
Pepper
kung
lang.
anong kinain ko.
It's just like pepper, yung like black pepper na anghang. So you can smell sort of like a garlicky, sopa taste. Doesn't taste much like adobo. But it does taste like kind of like what you would get if you did an adobo fried rice. I'm trying my adobo ice cream. Ooh, I like that. Very refreshing. It was the perfect ending to a trip that reminded me of warmth, family, and home even miles away from it. And that's a wrap on the Summer Travel Diaries. From camping, hiking, beach days, and road trips to spontaneous food stops and adventures. This summer has been such a ride. But the travel stories don't stop here. Fall is here, and I can't wait to share with you what's next. Cozy getaways, new cities, and a few surprises along the way. So if you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss what fall has to offer. See you in the next one.